All right, guys, it's David with Automotive Press. Guess what I have right here? This is the all-new Lexus TZ, or TZ in Canada. And I want to do a quick quality check. I know this is a prototype or pre-production model, so still many months away from an actual production model, but I want to do a quick walk around and show you what they're doing in terms of manufacturing capability. So let's do a quick check on my gap as usual. It's about 3.8 millimeter there. Same here, 3.7. I'm pretty sure this is not anywhere close to the production level because it should be around 3 millimeter based on my experience with the Lexus models. Especially this one here is an important model for them. Same thing here, about 4 millimeters there, 3.7 millimeters, and down to about 3.4 millimeters. So I would expect once the production models are built, that all the gaps will be around 3.5 or less. And it should be world class because this is Lexus flagship 3-row electric car. It's a very important vehicle for Lexus, and I'm sure you'll be absolutely world class. In terms of paint, let's take a quick look through here. Beautiful nori green color here. But the paint thickness is actually also really thick, 200 micron, which is super thick. 152 microns here, 127 microns, and 136. So again, probably not representative of final production, but if this is any indication, it's looking good because it's all over 120, 125 microns, which is what I want to see, because if you have anything less than 120 microns, it's getting a little bit thin. And sometimes mainstream brands, including Toyota, will bring the paint thickness all the way down to like 100 or sometimes even 95 microns, and that's a bit too thin even with the modern technology. So paint thickness looks good for this pre-production model. Not much orange peel as well, which is great. Lately, I feel like all the newer Lexus models have less and less orange peel. So orange peel is what you get when the paint process is going through the painting booth and the paint is actually beginning to dry through the tunnels. And then you get some of these orange peel effect. It's very much part of the painting process. You can't eliminate it. Some brands do it better than others. And in this particular model, paint quality looks really good. I also wanted to say that the design of the front and overall design looks way better in person than in photos or in the videos we saw from the launch. It looks way better. There's no question that it's mimicking or looking a little bit like the Lexus GX 550 because people love that car. You guys know I own one and people love that design. So no question that they're trying to make it look like a GX, very much so, especially around here. Although I still think this flat piece right here, same thing on the back, is a little bit too much. I feel like there should be more design built in. But overall, it looks really good. Let's take a look at the inside. All right, so I'm inside the Lexus TZ now. And actually, interior, once again, looks way better in person than what I saw in the photos or short videos we saw, because there are a lot of kind of Alcantara look all the way through the suede. It's all around the vehicle. You also got this interesting pattern or trims on the door and around the instrument panel. It looks almost like a design of a rock, almost like a granite look. So it looks really fantastic. Beautiful design all the way around. Lexus seems to be moving into this new design where the instrumentation has kind of like a backing, what I call like a backing in behind it. And it looks a little bit odd at first, but I found out the reason why is because there's actual illumination behind it. And even this part here also illuminates. So they're really trying to bring beautiful design by having illumination throughout the interior. So that's something really cool to see at night. And if you do lots of night driving, you might appreciate that. Otherwise, you got a standard new Lexus interface for the steering wheel. New design here spells out the word Lexus, big 14-inch screen, which you would expect on every Lexus model. And you got the same kind of row of switches here, which at first it looks like it's flat. It is, but if you press it, it's actually a real button. So you can click and it depresses because it's a spring-loaded mechanism. The same design that we saw in the new Lexus ES as well. So I really like that because it's really beautiful to look at. Yet when you press it, it's an actual button versus many brands which have a similar design here. But when you press it, there's no button. It's kind of haptic design that kind of vibrates to make you feel like you're pressing a button but you're not. But in this case, they designed it so that there is a physical button. So I really like that. I'm not sure about the steering design. It's kind of a bit of an awkward looking face and shape. Not sure about that, but still, it's in alignment with everything else in here because everything is kind of blocky looking, more rectangular and angular design. So in the interior, once again, looks way better in person. When I saw that photograph, I wasn't sure if it looked okay, but it's really quite gorgeous. Two-tier system here, big cup holders. So simple but elegant, and also it's super roomy, which I'll show you in a second in the back there. And again, the quality in terms of overall quality looks really good. This is again prototype, but if I do my punch test, all the seams fit. There's a little bit of gap here, but for a prototype, that's actually still acceptable. Let's take a look at the back. All right, so I just hopped in the back here. There's some music going in the background, so I gotta wrap up here soon. But quite roomy. The seats in the front is way pushed back right now, so it doesn't look roomy, but it is. Lots of leg room, very generous amount of headroom, and again, it looks really cool. I really like this pattern on the door, but it is a very simple design. You can see the illumination a little bit on the door right there, the kind of backfill illumination, so it looks really cool. I mean, I'm going to reserve my judgment until I see the production model, but right now, based on my quick check, the quality looks really good. Everything seems solid. The design itself, the quality of engineering, and the comfort looks all good. I'll show you the rear end quickly, and we gotta finish off because there's loud music going on. So here's the back end. Really nice design here. This lights up as well. But again, this part is odd to me. This huge panel here with nothing on it. Not quite sure why they did that. Both front and back have a similar design. I feel like there should be a little bit of a pattern or make this tail lamps a little bit bigger. But once again, it looks better in person than I expected. That's it for now. Quick quality check on the Lexus TZ. I hope you like it. Thanks so much.